Monsoons. When most people we know hear the word monsoon, this is what they think of. Heavy downpours with lots and lots of wind. But that understanding of monsoons is very far from what they actually are. In this video, we'll learn about what causes monsoons, where they occur, and how they affect culture and climate. To understand what causes monsoons, we must first review some quick facts about surface temperature and air pressure. Warm air rises because it is less dense than cool air. When the air over a region is warm, it expands and rises, and the region is said to have low pressure. Cool air is denser than warm air, so it sinks. When the air over a region is relatively cool, it condenses and sinks, and the region is said to have high pressure. Air masses always move from areas of high pressure to areas of low pressure. Now let's review a few vocabulary words. The term prevailing wind refers to the general direction in which the wind tends to blow over a region. For example, if winds in Delaware usually blow from the west to the east, then we would say the prevailing wind direction is from the west. The term monsoon actually refers to seasonal changes in the prevailing wind direction. This word comes from the Arabic word mausim, which means season. The term was originally used by ancient mariners who noticed something very interesting during their time at sea. The prevailing winds they relied on for navigation would change direction from season to season. They realized that these winds would be from the northeast during the winter and from the southwest in the summer. The seasonal shifts in wind direction are what we now call monsoons, and they are caused by the different temperatures of the land and sea surfaces and the breezes this creates. Monsoons are usually divided into two categories: winter monsoons and summer monsoons. One of the best examples of the summer and winter monsoons is found on the Indian subcontinent. During the winter, inland areas become very cool, while the surrounding bodies of water remain warm. When this happens, low pressure forms over the warmer surfaces of the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, while high pressure forms over the cooler land surfaces. Because air flows from higher pressure to lower pressure, wind flows from the land to the sea. This causes the prevailing winds to be from the northeast. This is known as the winter monsoon. Winds are out of the northeast and bring mostly cooler, dry weather to the Indian subcontinent. The opposite happens during the summer monsoon. During the warm season, the land surface is much warmer than that of the surrounding bodies of water. This causes low pressure to form over the land and high pressure over the sea. Remember, air flows from high to low pressure, so air moves from the sea onshore to the land. When the winds shift and begin to flow from the southwest toward areas inland, the summer monsoon occurs. Warm, moist air is transported from the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal to the Indian subcontinent. This provides enough moisture to produce very heavy rainfall throughout most of the summer monsoon season. In India, the summer monsoon is a highly celebrated time of year because of the heavy rains caused by the seasonal wind shift. The summer monsoons are celebrated with festivals, dances, and monsoon ragas, which are songs sung to welcome the rain. The rains that accompany the summer monsoons provide much needed water for agriculture and are thus vital to the Indian economy. Many farmers in India rely on the rains of the summer monsoon season to maintain their crops. Monsoons also occur in several other parts of the world, including the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. During the spring, the prevailing winds over the southwest tend to be from the west and transport dry air into the region. This changes during the summer months, when the prevailing winds are from the south. The change in wind direction brings warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, Pacific Ocean, and Gulf of California into the southwestern region. This warm, moist air produces higher rainfall amounts in the southwest during the months of the summer monsoon. In Tucson, Arizona, for example, rainfall totals are higher during the summer monsoon than any other time of the year. So, let's review what we've learned. The term monsoon refers to seasonal changes in the prevailing wind direction. Monsoons are generally divided into two categories: winter monsoons and summer monsoons. One of the best examples of monsoons is found on the Indian subcontinent, where the winter monsoon is characterized by northeast winds and dry, cool weather, and summer monsoons are characterized by southwest winds and warm, rainy weather. Monsoons also take place in other parts of the world, including the southwestern United States and northern Mexico. So, are you ready for a challenge? Take a look at the northeast section of the Indian subcontinent on the maps. These maps show rainfall amounts throughout the year. Remember, the summer monsoon brings warm, moist air from the southwest to the inland areas of the Indian subcontinent. By looking at the maps, can you identify how much more rain falls during the months of the summer monsoon? Between what months does it occur?